Welcome back to Theresa's Dead. My name is Theresa and I'm very much alive. I have an awful garbage filthy mouth, so viewer discretion is advised, but if you're not into that or weird shit in general, this is definitely not the place for you. Feel free to exit the video here. No harm, no foul, but I'll remember our time fondly. Welcome to new Makeup Hangover. This idea was created between myself, Imperfectly M, and Audra from home. Essentially, this is writing the coattails of New Makeup Nonsense Bingo. If you're familiar with that video, then you know that we pull a lot of images and we don't have a chance to talk about every one of them. Hence why this idea was born. We're going to be talking about some of the makeup products that tickled our makeup pickle. Sounds disgusting, but whatever. That was the second time I used that today. But I digress. And we also sprinkle in some new makeup releases along the way. As you know, every 6 seconds, a new makeup product is born, and we just need to either roast it or love it, or neither. Lately, a lot of it's more like, you know, I miss the days when I would just be so outraged, and now it's just like, what is this? Like, I don't even have the time or energy to waste on this. Anyway, definitely check out M and Audra's videos and tell them I said hi. Not only are they my friends, but they are wonderful creators and they have a lot of good opinions about makeup. They're wonderful. I love my little cupcakes. That said, we have some interesting products to talk about today. Some products that I actually have pulled before, but there have been updates to them, along with some new makeup releases because, like I mentioned, every 6 seconds a new product is born. But before I do that, actually I have 2 housekeeping items. First and foremost, Theresa's Lethal. Ah, my baby. It's last call, y'all. There are some products that are still available. There was a small mini restock that happened not too long ago, and now there are a few products out there, but once they're gone, they are gone. They are never coming back, and I'm not just saying that to be like, oh yeah. No, they're not coming back. Like, it's dead. It's done. So if you are interested in picking up the highlighters, the blushes, the eyeliners, do so now. Otherwise, you're never gonna see them again. Bye, okay? And with that, I wanna say thank you, 1, to Lethal Cosmetics for making my dream come true a second time and just being a really awesome brand to work with. And 2, thank y'all for the love and support, whether you purchased it or whether you just said, nah, it's not for me, but congratulations, bitch. That means so much to me, more than you will ever know. Thank you. I never thought I would have a second collaboration, and I'm just so excited that I got to share it with y'all, and it just makes me so happy, and it warms my little heart. So of course, if you are interested in wanting to pick up anything, I will link down Lethal Cosmetics along with Camera Ready Cosmetics, because I believe they do have some stock available as well. So yeah, check it out. Last call, y'all. Otherwise, bye. Housekeeping item number 2, I'm hosting a lovely giveaway with Ritual Defee. Y'all know how much I love Ritual Defee. You know how much I talk about Thorn Oil every goddamn day of my life, and I'm so excited to be doing a giveaway with them. Here's the deal. If I have it on YouTube, the bots are bananas, okay? They're bananas. And so they are on Instagram as well, but not as bad. So I'm gonna be hosting my giveaway there. It's gonna be up for 3 days. In the giveaway, 2 lucky winners will receive the whole Thorn Oil line, starting with the king, the Thorn Oil, the one product that I use every fucking day of my life. This is amazing. Followed by the Thorn Milk. This is like a recent favorite. I was a little skeptical at first, but as of late, it's my setting spray of choice. This is so good. If you have dehydrated skin like myself and you're just looking for some love, this will love you all over. And then last but not least, we have the Thorn Pulp Crunchy Jelly and Oil Cleansing Balm. This is perfect for removing the makeup. And of course, with the Thorn Oil properties, it's also moisturizing and giving your skin just beautiful hydration. These 3 products in itself are just fucking game changers, and I'm so excited to be hosting this little giveaway with Ritual Defee. So thank you so much. Like I mentioned, everything you need to know will be listed in the description box below, but basically it'll be hosted on Instagram just to avoid the bots. And last but not least, when I do giveaways, I will never make like a random account saying that like, oh, you know, text me. That's weird. Why would I do that? That's creepy. I will never ask you to text me. So if you see those WhatsApp or whatever else that's going on these days, that is not me. If you do win, I will message you myself through a DM from like my Instagram, and I'll be like, yo bitch, you win, and I will connect you to get your prize. You do not have to send anything, you don't have to call anybody, nothing. None of that bullshit. I hate that scammers just ruin good things, so that's why we can't host it here. We gotta host it on Instagram. And thank you again to Ritual Defee for allowing this little giveaway. I love it, and I can't wait to give it to 2 of y'all, because when I tell you, once you try Thorn Oil, you will never go back. That said, let's talk about some makeup, because y'all, there is some makeup up in these streets. Some of it good, some of it bad, some of it really bad. And the first product I actually want to talk about was something I talked about, I don't even know, so many moons ago, and that is the MAC Holiday Palette. First and foremost, I want to say thank you so much to everybody and their mother for just sending me like, hey bitch, it's available at Dillard's. I'm sure you know that I made a public cry on YouTube saying like, hey, just let me know when this is available. This little face palette I have been looking for so long. Ever since it was announced, I cannot find it. Finally, it was on the Ulta site, but surprise, surprise, bitch was sold out or it wasn't in stock or whatever the case may be is, and it just broke my heart. However, it is now available at Dillard's, but only the light version. So if you are interested in picking it up, it is there, still available as of today, still available to purchase. Can I tell you, I am so fucking excited. Okay. I am so excited because I know that I'm gonna be disappointed and I can't fucking wait. I cannot fucking wait. I think it's kind of getting to the point now where like I'm buying makeup just because I know it's gonna disappoint me. I just need something to shit on. No. I honestly am so excited about it, but I feel like with all the hype that I've been giving in my head, I think it's just gonna be just either okay or horrible. Honestly, I think I'll be okay if it's just okay. At least I won't be too upset about it. If it's horrible, I'll be really pissed off though. But anyway, so in this little collection, it's called the Bubbles and Bows collection. It's the Effervescence Extra Dimension Face Compact. So in this compact, there are 3 shades. You have Wrapped and Ready, which is a natural bronze with yellow undertone. Already hate it. Didn't realize that it was such a warm yellow undertone, but okay. You have Glitzy and Spritzy. I don't know why that sounds like nicknames for women in the 50s. It's a light pink highlighter with pink and gold duochrome. And then you have Snowballin', which do yourself a favor and Google that. Google what it means. You're welcome. That is a light bronze highlight. Oh, wait a second. My bad. I'm a dumbass. Okay, I'm sorry. Glitzy and Spritzy, the 1950s housewife, is actually a blush. It's a gold duochrome blush. Very interesting. Okay, I like that. And Snowballin', our good old Snowballin', is going to be the light bronze highlight. I ordered this. I'm waiting patiently for this to arrive, but I think the tropical storm Nicole kind of fucked things up because my mail has just been missing for days. And I know this was supposed to be here, but right now it's kind of lost somewhere in the ether. So, love that about Florida. But anyway, once I have this in my possession, oh, best believe, bitch, I will be making a video on it because this has to be the most hyped up product for me right now. And granted, I'm the one that created the hype, but I'm so excited to be disappointed. I can't wait. I kind of have a feeling it's going to be very similar to, oh, what the hell was it? It was like the MAC Jeremy Scott collection. Was that one? It was the MAC Jeremy Scott eyeshadow palette. I remember seeing that and losing my shit because I thought it was the coolest thing because it looked like a CD. Only to find out it was so mediocre. It wasn't even funny. I can't wait to have that experience again. Anyway, again, I just want to say thank you so much for everybody and their mother for tagging me. I love y'all. Like, y'all got my back and I appreciate it. That said, let's talk about the next product. And the one that we pulled last week was actually Nimya. And at the time of filming, Nimya did not release the color story. It was just the palette, a black and white palette. They have since released the color story. Okay, first of all, that is, no, it's a no for me. I know when I was talking in the last video, I said like, oh, fuck, like anything that I've ever really kind of purchased from Nimya has never worked out and fuck that, I'm not gonna do it, but I'll probably buy it for science. I think this has to be one of the, I hate to say it, it's one of the most ugliest color stories. And I'm a basic bitch. I'm as basic as it comes. I like boring ass bullshit. I can't pull the trigger. I just don't think it looks good. And I hate that. I hate that I feel like that. But it's just my honest opinion. I just don't think it's, I just feel like, oh, because I hate doing this because I just, I love Nikki tutorials. But I just, palette is not it. It's so boring. And I get it. Everything has been done, right? Everything has been done before. And so I wasn't really expecting something to be like super innovative. Honestly, I think with all the makeup that has come out, I think maybe out of the year, there might be like maybe 5 releases that will truly like blow your fucking mind all over your face. Because most of the time, a lot of it just looks like either a copycat of something else or just, you know, like who gives a shit. This kind of falls in the who gives a shit category. I think what throws me for the loop is that orange and blue. It throws me for a loop. I'm almost, yeah, it's the fucking orange and blue, which I get it, it's their colors, but fuck me, like it's just, Everything else is very neutral, very boring, very basic, which I'm on board, but that orange and blue give me such a bad reaction. It like makes me want to throw up. And like, I know what, listen, I'm dramatic. Like, I'm fucking dramatic. I am so dramatic. I get that. But when I see this, I'm like, Like, I just get really to that place where I just know I'm gonna throw up everywhere. So I remember that one time I had food poisoning and literally threw up and shit my pants. Like that's what this is giving me, and I hate that. I hate that because I kind of low-key wanted this to like really fucking blow me out of the water, to be like, you know, I talk shit, but you know what? Like, this is great. I was rooting for like even a basic bitch color story. I just, that orange and blue really fuck me up. It just, I don't think they're, I do, no. Even when looking at the other tones in the palette and kind of seeing the swatches, it's just, I don't know, like, I get it. So I watched her reveal video and all that stuff. She also made an interesting point in her video to say that, yeah, everything has kind of been done already. So at this point, like, when you're purchasing makeup, you're really picking it out for the formula, or you're supporting the person, which I kind of feel like, I don't know, kind of on the fence about that stuff too, because if you like somebody, but if you don't like the color story, you shouldn't have to buy it just because you're showing support. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of stupid, because there's plenty of things that I like that I'm like, oh, that's, you know, like, yeah, like, hey, I really like you as a person, but I'm not gonna fucking purchase it and know that I'm not gonna use it. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of where my head was when she said that comment. But I do agree with the fact that, you know, when you're purchasing makeup, especially if you do have a large collection, that you're really looking at different formulas and seeing like, hey, is this formula better than what I already have in my collection? Whatever. I feel like I went down a long road for nothing. All that to say, this is a no. It's just, I think if there was no orange or blue and it was replaced with two different colors, maybe I might consider it. But I'm gonna have to say no. I politely decline. It's just, I know this is something that I probably would maybe just do it for a video and then I would never touch it again. I have no inspiration with this palette, and I got some basic ass bitch palettes in my collection, but this one is just not it, fam. It's not for me. So yeah, don't expect a review on this one. But definitely let me know, link me to some creators that do make videos on it. I am curious to see the quality, but it's a no for me, dog. So no. Anyway, moving on. Now, the only product that I actually wanted to talk about last week, but I didn't get to pull it, is from H&B Cosmetics, because I find the shade range to be really interesting. I don't know about this one. So H&B Cosmetics, which I've never heard of before, never ever heard of, is coming out with the Luminous Soft Focus Airbrush Foundation. So it's a full coverage luminous finish, looks incredible on all skin types in 25 shades. Now, when I hear luminous, I'm like, yes, bitch, as someone who has dry skin, that's right up my alley. Airbrush, ooh, yes. Blur my sins away, bitch. Blur it. Soft focus, absolutely. Like, I'm on board. So this retails for $25 and it comes in the most interesting fucking shade range I've ever seen. Looking at the model, especially the lightest model, right? Listen, I'm fucking fair. I am uncooked chicken fair. I blend in with the wall behind me, okay? Like, I know that. But when I look at some of these fucking shades, I'm just like, this foundation, I feel like it's meant for a ghost. like a ghost. I don't know. All the ones that are incredibly light just look way too light and way too yellow. And it kind of just seems a little off-putting in my opinion. So I'm curious to see if, one, there's going to be any sort of shade range expansion, because I kind of feel like some of the shades, they're too far from the next one. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, 1, 2, but really there should be at least like maybe 2 more in between 1 and 2. Like, they're very it's very fucking funky. So part of me is interested in wanting to try this, but I don't think I'll be able to find a good foundation for me. It's either very ghostly or just straight up yellow. And it sucks because I like the sound of the foundation. I like the claims of it. Anything that's luminous, bitch, sign me the fuck up. It's so weird, the shade range, in my opinion. That said, I have never heard of this brand before, and apparently I guess they are a UK brand, which would explain why I have never heard of them. But it's available in Boots UK as well as Be Perfect Mega. What the fuck is Be Perfect Mega? Oh, got it. Okay. All right. Yeah, so like, I'm interested, but I just feel like it's just never going to work out for me. So I'm curious to know if anyone else is going to be picking this up. And if you have picked it up, let me know if you look like me, uncooked chicken, which shade worked best for you. Or if you don't look like me, what has been your experience with the foundation? Because I've been reading in the comments that the concealer is fantastic. It makes me curious to want to try the concealer. I feel like I can get away with like a super light concealer. I can make it work. But when it comes to foundation, if it's like straight up white out on my face, it's very hard to bring me back to life. So I don't know, like, I'm kind of like, ooh, but like, I don't know. Anyway, moving on. The next one I want to talk about is from Lisa Eldridge. Let me tell you, I fucking love Lisa Eldridge lips products. I think when it came to the foundation, it was fine. I liked it, but it's something that I don't really reach for too often. I think there are other foundations in my collection I just like a whole lot more. That said, when it comes to lipsticks, oh bitch, I'm all ears because they are so fucking good. They're worth the money. They are perfection. So when I saw that they were releasing eyeshadow palettes, I was like, what the fuck? I don't think this brand has put out eyeshadow palettes. I think if anything, they've done liquid shadows, but I've never tried those. These are so basic as fuck and I love them. Unlike Nimya, I don't have such a visceral reaction to them. I don't feel like I'm gonna puke and I love that. So each palette retails for $68 and there's 5 of them. So you have Vega, which seems to be like the smoky eye palette. Then you have Cinnabar, which kind of seems like a smoky eye but make it brown. Then you have Myth, which is a very beautiful kind of purple eyeshadow palette that looks somewhat similar to the Tom Ford Violet palette that came out, the cream shadow. Then you have Sorcery, which of course is speaking to me because it has like a beautiful like blue and green in it. And then you have Muse, which just seems like more of like a rosy toned eyeshadow palette. There's also brushes as well, which they retail for $50. And that's a no for me, dog. No. The brushes, I'm like, that's bullshit. Whatever. Here's my dilemma. The eyeshadow palettes are pretty fucking expensive. For $68, you're only getting 6 shades. Some of them are kind of come off a little bit more like a companion piece. So I kind of need to go into my collection to have at least a crease shade or a blending shade. I don't know. I guess this for $68, I just wanted to be able to do everything in one go. And I'm sure there are some people that will be able to do it, but I feel like for me, I'm always going to be looking for something else to complete it, which kind of sucks, especially for that price point. So I'm kind of like on the fence about it. And then it's just like, well, which fucking color story do you want? Because I think there's some really beautiful ones, like Myth, for example, super fucking pretty. Very appropriate for winter. I like Sorcery, but it's like, why do I like Sorcery? Is it just because of that green and blue? Probably. Do I like everything else? It's okay, but like, do I really, really need it? I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's anything like super exciting. But then there's something about the Vega palette, while it's like a traditional like smoky-ish, grayish kind of a palette, there's something about it that is so fucking pretty. But I know deep down inside, I do have similar colors in my collection with formula that I really do enjoy. So it's like, do I need this? And also, do I really like all the colors? I don't know. There's something about each one of the palettes, with the exception of Myth, where I kind of feel like I like some of them, but not the whole thing. You know what I mean? And for $68, I want to be able to be like, yes, I love the whole thing. So I'm kind of on the fence. Like, I want it, but then I'm like, I don't know. So I kind of also want to see reviews on it, because if it's anything like the foundation, which was fine, but it wasn't memorable, is that going to be the case for these eyeshadows? Because what I can tell you from the lipsticks, they're super memorable. You will fucking remember when you're putting on a Lisa Eldridge lipstick. But everything else, I have a highlighter that from Lisa Eldridge. It's just okay. It's fine, but it's not fucking winning any awards. So it's like, that's where I'm at with this. It's like, I like it, but I'm like, I don't know. Besides the eyeshadow palettes, there's also some lipsticks, and let me tell you, all the lipsticks look so dreamy and delicious. They're basic bitch colors. They're beautiful. They're Linda Evangelista. I want them all. I don't even care that some colors might not be like my go-to. I don't give a shit because the formula is fucking top notch. So anyway, with that said, I'm curious to know your thoughts. Did you pick up anything from Lisa Eldridge? And if so, which one did you do? And of course, if you want to see me review some of this collection, please let me know which palette is interest to you. So I like it, not in love with it, but I like it. All right, moving on. So the next product I want to talk about is from Kiko Milano, which when I first saw this, I was like, what the fuck is this? This looks like a horrible love child between MAC and Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I was like, I don't know what this shit is. It's so fucking weird. It's like they used MAC's packaging from like about 2 years ago, but then they added the bow, which is what they have currently, which is kind of weird. And they just use like a J Star imprint. What is this nightmare fuel? I hate it. I fucking hate it. So in this collection, you have the All You Need face palette. Oh my god, yeah, this is so fucking MAC. This is so weird. And the face palette has a bronzer, powder, blush, and highlighter. So actually, it's a little bit more than the MAC palette. You have a 3 Bright Dream eyeshadow palette, $19.99. 3 Enchanted Duo blushes, $19.99. 4 Hydra Desire lip styler, $13.99. Hydrating matte powder, $19.99, which comes in 6 shades. You have a baked bronzer, matte lipsticks, and then another eyeshadow palette palette that's like $28.99. Oh yeah, there's just so fucking, I'm actually even just tired reading them. But it makes me laugh though, because there is a lot of products in this collection, yet everything looks the same. Everything looks the same. It feels like there's like maybe 3 products, maybe 4. Yet there's like a whole list here of like fucking 20 products. But everything just looks the same. It's the weirdest collection I've ever seen in my life. I hate it. Now, I've never purchased anything from Kiko Milano, so I can't speak to any of the quality or whatever. But just in terms of like the packaging and like the presentation of it, it's just, yeah, it's weird. It's a no for me. Also, I hate eyeshadow palettes like that. I really just, I think they're just so not practical. Especially when it's like, oh, we're just trying to be like fun with our pan shapes. It's like, no, bitch, just give me a regular palette. Maybe I'm just getting too old. Maybe I'm just like, get off my lawn. Like, and it's fine, you know, like I get it. But I think when I see these eyeshadow palettes, I'm like, I feel like I'm being ripped off. Like, what is this? I know this is not going to be the same amount as what's in this pan. Like, it just doesn't make any fucking sense to me. So I hate this. I just think this is probably one of the uglier collections, which actually perfectly segues into a video idea that I have where I just want to talk about ugly makeup packaging. I feel like I haven't done it in a while, and there's a lot of ugly holiday stuff that I feel like we should be talking about because it's ugly and they should be shamed. So this is a no for me. Now I kind of wish I had Makeup Bingo because I'd be like, copycat! Fuck this shit. It's funny, every time I see Kiko Milano, one, I forget they are a brand every time I see them. So I'm like, oh yeah. Never purchased anything from it, but I always just forget about them. 2, I feel like when I do see them or some of their collections, I feel like I have had a much more positive reaction to it because I'm like, oh, this is kind of cute. This is just like a, oh, straight up no. Just a straight up no. So yeah. But I am curious, did you buy it? And if so, do you like it? Because I have a feeling this is probably like just shit. Anyway, moving on. Okay, listen. I don't know what HipDot's doing. The call is coming inside the house, but they released more of these weird fucking eyeshadows, except this time they're doing it with SpongeBob. They are pigmented, creamy baked powders with metallic finishes. They're $12 each, or you can get $30 for the trio. I did order HipDot. I have yet to receive my package. I don't know where the fuck it is. Okay, so that's why you haven't seen me talk about them. It's because I'm still waiting for my goddamn package. I want to try this for science because this is the 3rd time I'm seeing this, and I need to know if they're good or not because they seem really stupid, and I feel like it's going to be stupid garbage bullshit, but I need to know. I fucking need to know. This looks so fucking weird. For a second, wait, is each pan thing different? Oh, no. Okay, oh, that kind of sucks. So each little SpongeBob pose is the same. I kind of almost wish that if you're gonna do this, at least kind of have like different poses. I think that would have been cute. At first, when I saw it, I didn't realize that SpongeBob has its little hands by like its mouth, and he's like that. I thought he was just throwing up because it just looked like, and that's what I thought it was. And I'm like, oh, actually, I kind of like this. It's really weird. But now that I know that he's like this, it doesn't have the same appeal, which says a lot about me, I feel like. But whatever, I digress. Anyway, these are fucking weird. They're strange, and I can't wait to play with them because I feel like they're gonna be garbage. Watch them be the fucking thing that's the most amazing thing, and I'm gonna be eating my goddamn hat. I get it. I'm due for one of those. I've done enough shit talking as of late that I'm due for eating some crow. I am. And I'm wondering if HipDot is going to be the person that punches me in the face. Like, I'm so curious. But right now they're not winning any awards with me because their shipping is fucking horrendous. I don't even know where the fuck my little eyeshadows are. I should go email them. Anyway, also the shades for the SpongeBob, they're basic bitch shades. You know, they're fine. You have a bronze metal, a light champagne, and an old gold shade. They're pretty. They're basic, that's fuck, but I need to know. I need to know if they're good or not. Also, in a weird way, do you think that this is what makeup in the future is gonna be like? It's just gonna be like these tiny little eggs? God, I hope not. I hope not. I don't like it. There's something oddly, weirdly futuristic about this, but also very stupid at the same time. I hate it, but I'm intrigued. I can't wait for it to fucking get here. I don't even understand what the fuck it is. Anyway, moving on. Oh, this I'm super fucking excited about, and it's actually downstairs right now, so I am going to be using it in a video this week. And it's the Symphony Contour Trio from Kaleidos. I am so fucking excited about these. The time that you see this video, it will be available. So it's coming out November 14th. 14th, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and they're going to be $25 each. So if you remember their face palettes in the past, they were just okay. I didn't think they were anything really remarkable or exciting. They were just fine. That said, their Symphony Contour Trio will be coming in 5 different shades, which is fucking fantastic. And you're going to be getting a fill shade. It's like an illuminator shade, and then you have 2 contour shades. You have like a sculpt and a chisel. And I'm so happy that when I swatched it, I felt like these were very much in line for those that had like a cooler tone contour. And I'm so excited to try the light one out because it looks like a proper cool tone fucking match. Cool tones are so hard to find, especially for like contour bronzer. And oh my god, I'm so fucking excited to try this. Oh my god, usually it's always like warm tone bullshit and I don't want it. This looks so good. So I did swatch it. Of course, I will talk about it in a future video, but I want to use both light and medium, but I think light is just, it looks perfect just for me. So I'm so fucking excited about these. So expect a video at the end of the week talking about them, but yeah, I can't wait. Basically, these are meant to build, blend, and blur for a natural skin-like finish across a flattering 5-shade range. Yeah, it looks fucking good. It looks so good. And also the packaging is so fucking cute. I always really enjoy where they're going with their stuff, but these are so good. One, for $25, they don't feel like a piece of shit plastic thing. They're properly weighted, so if you do fling this across the room, you could hurt somebody. And that's what I love about makeup, you know? I love weighted pieces that could potentially be a felony charge in the future. I love when I could double things as a weapon, but I'm so excited to get my goddamn hands all over it. So the other thing that just came out, which again, it's downstairs, otherwise I would show it to you, is from ColourPop. Our good friends over at Daddy ColourPop is coming out with a new collection, which is actually available already. It's the ColourPop and Marielle collection with an influencer who I don't know. Marielle looks lovely. This collection has a lot of things going on. So you have the Control Alt Glam Pressed Powder Palette for $22, and I will say in person, it looks a hell of a lot nicer than it does in pictures. Then you have the Cream Luxe lipsticks. Who gives a shit? But they do come in basic bitch flavors. Holy shit. Basic bitch shades, so it kind of makes me excited, but also I remember it's ColourPop and they suck when it comes to lipsticks. Then there's 3 Graphic Inks liners, which I don't really give a shit about those. The So Glassy lip gloss, again lip product. And then you have the crystal face jewels for $10. No. Although I will put those on the side for a future video that I will do with Alex because that's pretty fun. We're fans of gluing shit to our face. That said, this palette's really pretty. And I have to say, out of all the palettes that have come out from ColourPop, I think this one and, oh god, what was it, like maybe 2 or 3 palettes ago? What the fuck was the name of that palette? Oh, the Troublemaker collection. The Troublemaker palette was really beautiful as well. It was like a nice proper kind of cool tone palette. Actually, you know what? On second thought, no, I thought they looked like each other. They don't. For a second, I thought it looked exactly the same, but it doesn't. It looks very different. I think what's throwing me for the loop is the like duochrome and then the purple, because it kind of has a very similar shade from that previous palette. Anyway, all that to say, I will include it in a video that's coming up because this palette speaks to me in a weird fucking way. It does speak to me. And I failed to mention that in this collection, there's also blushes as well. So yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. But I kind of feel bad because I feel like, you know, while this is like a collaboration, and ColourPop's just not going to let it breathe, right? So I feel like that influencer's just not going to have their moment, because I think as of today, there are already like 2 more fucking collections that have come out. It's so wild to me how fast they put out shit. It's bananas. I was actually kind of pleasantly surprised with this collection. And while granted, I'm not going to use most of it, especially because it's like lip heavy and eyeliner heavy, which are a few formulas that I'm not a fan of the brand. The cheek and the eyeshadow palette look pretty promising. So yeah, like I said, I received it the other day, and I'll also make sure to include it in a future video because yeah, ColourPop has been coming out with a lot of fucking palettes as of late, and y'all need to know, if you are going to purchase from them, which one are the good ones. So yeah. So last thing I want to talk about is from Creature Cosmetics Lab. Okay, so I'm actually really fucking excited for this one. So it looks like there's going to be a 12 shade eyeshadow palette in collaboration with Sleepaway Camp. Sleepaway Camp is such a good fucking movie. I can't really describe it. You have to go fucking watch it yourself. This looks so fucking cool. I'm so goddamn excited. I really do love that this brand has been making these really cool collaborations, but what I don't like is that I'm still waiting. So I purchased the whole Trick or Treat collection. I still haven't received it yet, and it's annoying. And I get it, they're a small indie company and it's gonna take time and stuff, but like, I'm also an impatient little twat. I'm just kind of like, where's my shit? Ugh. So I can't wait to fucking get that. Honestly, I don't even remember what exactly I got from the collection. I know I got a lot of it, but I don't even remember because that's how long it's been, which again kind of sucks, you know. But I am cutting them some slack because they are an indie brand, and I believe that they are like a 2-person operation, so I get it. Like, it's gonna take a bit to get some stuff out, but like, yeah, shit, man, shit. Like, it's almost fucking Thanksgiving and I'm like, where is this Halloween collection? Okay. I can't wait to showcase the trick or treat collection whenever that arrives. But depending on the color story, I may or may not pick this up. But even more than that, I'm excited to get my trick or treat package. It's been long motherfucking overdue. That is pretty much it in terms of stuff that has kind of come out. It's been kind of a weird, interesting week. But I look forward to what's going to be slammed at us within the next week or so, because now we're approaching Thanksgiving. It's going to be balls to the wall products left and right. And I can't wait to be disappointed. With that said, definitely go check out Imperfectly M and Audra from Audra at Home. Their videos will be listed down below. And make sure to check out my Ritual Defeat giveaway that will be hosted on Instagram. And last but not least, if you want anything from the Theresa's Lethal collection, act now. Otherwise, bye. And with that said, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it as always. Feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button, it's free, and hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and YouTube members. Thank you so much for keeping this delicious, disgusting, filthy, trashy, really filthy, really gross, actually. Garbage boat afloat. I couldn't do without you. I love your adorable little delicious faces, and I can't wait to gobble you all up so you can live inside my belly and we could be one, and it'll be a great time. If you want to know what is currently on my face, that video will be out on Wednesday. It's a doozy. But with that said, I'll see you little pumpkins later. Bye.